That's my mother name.
What's up, guys? KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video. I wanted to start this video off just real quickly, taking a look at this teaser trailer for Milotic. It's been out for a while. It's been available for early release, but we haven't covered it on the channel because I've been so far behind. So basically, when Milotic hits the field, whether by evolution or leaving the bench, all of your Pokemon are going to be healed from being burned. Only burns though, but it's all Pokemon, not just water types, which was kind of what I was guessing before we seen the figure. But it's been out, so we kind of know what it does, but I just kind of wanted to cover it with you guys. Now, it has this huge blue pulse. Now, if that would have been Mega Rayquaza, it would have been a different outcome in that battle for sure, but you can confuse any Pokemon within 2 steps, which is pretty amazing. I mean, the fact that it's a blue and it can confuse, but you can also choose which Pokemon you want to confuse within 2 steps, including Milotic itself, your own figures. I mean, look at Drampa. When Drampa is confused, it becomes a 3 MP, so potentially some really nice cheese wins if you have like a Drampa on the entry point and you can pull off the confusion. I mean, look at that. Just -50 if the Milotic itself has a status effect. Now, fire decks are going to get that damage buff from Houndoom that's going to be added after, just like Zapdos. You know, you get that -50, then the +30 on top of it. Really nice figure, but you know, I haven't purchased it just yet. So before we get into the matchups, I wanted to talk about something real quick. They did it right this time with Milotic, guys. They really did. They gave you the option to purchase it with real-world currency, which I think is a great option to have. But I didn't like with Arcanine, it was your only option if you wanted to be able to use it in the gym, and the fact that it's also available in the material exchange shop is awesome, because everybody has access to it. So this thing's going to be really amazing in the gym. I'm probably not going to be purchasing it, just because if I do decide to purchase it, I want the loyalty points to go toward next month. So you will be able to purchase it. I believe there'll be about a 12-hour window before, you know, after the loyalty points reset, before the sale ends. So I don't know. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to get it. It's an awesome Pokemon. The blue, really overpowered, and there's still some counters to it, you know, with like Terrakion, with Mega Rayquaza. They're definitely, you know, pretty well known and seen throughout the meta, just because of the Ultra Beasts and, you know, people using dragons quite a bit. But 3 MP in the gym, huge blue. You can confuse Pokemon. You know, if it has a status effect, it's pretty good against Arcanine when it's burned. You know, lands blue, shifts into the white. You know, if you land the white, then you're going to be shifting into a mist. But Phoebus, 3 MP, oh my god. Waterfall, like a much better Magikarp. You know, you're going to be able to instantly evolve into the Milotic. But if you're going up against a water type, you're going to be able to move right through them. If they don't have a goal block, or if they don't have a way to cover up their goal, I mean, they're done. You know, unless they have like a Cyclone Kick or, you know, Moongeist Beam, something like that, to be able to send it to the PC without knocking it out. But really great unit. We do have some buffs. I'm going to go over those in the next video, so stay tuned, but we're going to get into the matchups. So getting into the first matchup, I have quite a few battles for you guys to see. I'm not going to be able to get through all of them in this video, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, ring those bells so you get notified next time I upload. I have some pretty epic battles throughout this Water Gym Cup, but we're going to be taking a look at some of my earlier battles with my first deck build that I put together. Looking at the opponent, Electrosphere, definitely a really nice electric deck. They have double Mega Ampharos, which is really annoying to go up against, and I used it for quite a while whenever I first started using the Ultra Beast. So the cool thing about Ampharos too is if you paralyze Pokemon, you're going to be giving all your electric types +10. And with that +20 from the gym, it's not going to be the best matchup for Zoroark anymore, but it's going to be pretty strong. You know, add in that +30 from Coco. Mega Ampharos is just going to be a monster. Also has the Dragon Pulse, so if you do come across dragons or Mega Rayquaza, that Dragon Pulse could definitely get you out quite a bit of trouble. But he has a really nice electric deck. They have the Zoroark as well for, you know, any type of matchup hitting for over 110 damage, you know. chain level 10, level 10, Coco, they got the Raikou, level 10, only chain level 1. Mine's chain level 9, almost chain level 10. Zapdos leveled up, chained up, pretty good. Golisopod, 1 chain level in it at this point. I got it to a level 10. I love Golisopod. If it was a 2 MP on its own, be pretty amazing. Toxapex is in there basically. You can throw it out with Tapu Fini, right? It's going to be a 2 MP in this gym, normally a 1 MP. Also, you can block Fairy-type Pokemon and Grass types, but it's really going to be good for Tapu Fini, Tapu Koko, keeping them from being able to just, move, rush, take entries, things like that. Not the greatest of wheels. I like the Electros a lot better. I picked Mew basically for survivability, and I got it to a level 6 because, if it gets burned up against Arcanine, I want to be able to keep that shuttle flip. It's going to be able to wall Milotic, pretty heavily. Not going to be knocking out a ton, but there's going to be a lot of Pokemon doing a lot of damage. Tapu Fini, for obvious reasons, put Carmonite into it to reduce the miss. Level up that Pony Wish. Coco level 7. Let's just go ahead. We're going to get right into the action. So they go defensive with the Tapu Koko. I go into the center with Fini, come out, block that circuitry with my Coco, because now I'm going to be able to move up, take that entry point. The opponent does not have a long throw, and we are seeing things from our opponent's perspective. I am an noob. Changed my name around, just kind of having fun, going incognito while still representing the End Guild. So we're just basically picking our matchups at this point. This was literally my first match using this deck, and I wasn't 100%, decided if this was going to be like my main deck to use throughout the gym, but on paper I felt like every piece kind of had a spot on the team, had a different use, and I feel like we should be able to get some dubs with it. Now that's the second battle between the Zoroark and the Xurkitree, and it's, we've landed cross counter, but they land blue. Now here we would have normally won that, but with the Amphiros's ability to give electric types at +10 per paralyzed Pokemon, definitely saved that Zapdos. We get knocked out. Feels bad. Sucker Punch is going to go off. We land the Night Days, so we are going to be able to get that knockout. Feels good about that. They do have plenty of cover, though, as of right now. We should be able to knock out that Coco. I'm definitely going to go double chance. Hopefully Coco doesn't land that Melee Wish. Really annoying when that happens. Okay. We got to land anything but miss or Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch into the miss. You freaking hate to see it, but I mean, it happens, right? It definitely happens. So Zapdos moving up, going after our Tapu Fini, hoping to get a Pony Wish. And I'll be honest, throughout this Gym Cup, Pony Wish has hardly landed at all for me. Really has. I feel like I can go 100 turns in a battle, attack a Tapu Fini one time, and it's going to land the Pony Wish. But, I mean, I'm not saying that I never landed it, but it's very, very rare that I was to land the Pony Wish. And a lot of times, I swear there was a few times if I did finally land it, the opponent landed blue anyway. So, yeah, it was kind of annoying. But our Mew, pretty much, we were sacrificing it. I made peace that the opponent was probably going to surround. We're going to max revive. We go in for the desperate attack against Zapdos, and we get a super lucky knockout. I was hoping for it to land the Thunder Charge, Sometimes you can get a knockout like that, but we are going to get knocked out, making the march up with our Golisopod, taking that entry point. I really wish Golisopod was normally 2 MP. It would definitely be used in League, and I think we would see it in a lot more decks. Golisopod, really, really amazing Pokemon. It's just having that 1 MP, it's definitely a drawback. But that Flying Blow can definitely get you down the field a lot better. It has some decent odds against the Zoroark. Finally, our cross counter on our Zoroark is going to go off into some damage against that Xurkitree, finally. And we do get the knockout. And then our Golisopod hits a miss. Feels bad. If we can hit that, what is it? I think it's a Sword Stance. Basically, you get that double spin, turns that 100 Flying Blow into a 200. But if you don't hit that, with a couple chains, you have like a 101, 102, whatever, you can definitely knock out the Zoroark with the cross counter. If you have one chain level into the 50 Sucker Punch, you hit that double spin, you're going to be at a 102. So there's some decent odds for the Golisopod against the Zoroark. Both of our Zoroark now have Night Daze, but I do have a Scoop Up. So I'm definitely going to Scoop Up here. I'm going to come out. I'm going to attack the Xurkitree, and no matter what, we're not going to become paralyzed because our Tapu Fini is protecting us. You can see how it kind of flared up there. Has the ability kicking in. Their Zoroark has the Night Daze. Not sure if they forgot or they just kind of wanted the cycle, but we are going to get that knockout as well, and then we're going to move down toward the entry point and try to make something happen. Zapdos coming out for the attack. We get the cross counter. That's what we needed. We're going to get that knockout. Our Zoroark definitely showed up to play in this matchup. So they're going to bring the Xurkitree out, attack our Toxapex, and we're going to get that Poison Shower, which makes Xurkitree noxious. And if there were, happen to be any other poison Pokemon on the field, they would also become noxious. So we're going to double chance. We were in this situation before. We do not want to see the same thing go off. Sucker Punch, I'm like, don't you do it. Anything but miss. Alright, nice. We get the Night Daze, so we're going to be able to get the knockout on the Koko. But the opponent still has a Mega Ampharos. So they're just going to move in. I don't know why they didn't go Mega Ampharos. They're going to switch out into the Zoroark, and we're going to land the Night Daze. We're going to get knocked out. We're going to get sent to the PC, but that Zoroark is going to be vulnerable on that goal now because, doesn't have any white attacks. So now they're going to go Mega Ampharos, and, the opponent probably wasn't sure, and I wasn't at first either, but you can actually go Mega Ampharos. You can end your turn, choosing not to bring anybody out of the PC, and then you can make an MP move. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. If you do use Ampharos, you can make that play. You can definitely make that play. But our Toxapex gonna get knocked out. We got our Golisopod back, which I'm pretty happy about. So I'm gonna move over with Mew. Here comes Mega Ampharos, and Mega Form ends. They put Tapu Koko on our entry point, which is fine because Golisopod is a water type, so we can still bring it out with Tapu Fini's ability and trying to get a lucky knockout with Mew, and take a few shots at this, see what we can make happen. Shuttle Flip is going to go off, so happy about that. Anything else, we would have been knocked out. Trying to get a lucky knockout. Come on, Mew. And Thunder Crash is going to land, so we're not going to get knocked out. And I kind of get the feeling that, we're not going to get that knockout. So I bring Golisopod out. Raikou moving in for the attack. We are going to get the Melee Wish, so we're going to be able to hang on for just a little bit. Golisopod, come on, knock this Koko out. And we're going to get the Flying Blow. No knockout, though, because we go neutral. With that, plus 10 from being adjacent to an electric type. And Raikou is going to get the knockout. I'm going to jump back in with Mew, and we're going to press forward with the Golisopod. We are not in a great position, guys. And oh my god, the Psychic. Like, Mew, can you please land the Hypersonic or the Shuttle Flip? So I'm going to move up. If they attack and they get the Pony Wish, they're not going to attack. So I'm going to bring Toxapex out, and they make the right play there. They definitely make the right play. I'm going to move in and take the attack. Zoroark has no attack except for that Sucker Punch, and we're going to be able to get the knockout. Flying Blow jumps over, and they do have a goal block. So we definitely need to get this knockout. Sword Dance, but they hit the Beacon Light. Feels bad, man. They're going to move in. They're not going to attack. So I got to get the knockout, or that's going to be GG. They land the Dragon Pulse, and we get the Flying Blow. And that's definitely going to be GG. So we were down to one turn. Whoever got it, won. And, that's RNG. I mean, we could that match we could have easily lost. So GG to the opponent. Very, very close match. Getting into the next matchup, we are still using the same deck. Again, seeing things from our opponent's perspective. So they're running a double chance Scoop Up Gold Block, double Mega Ampharos. Definitely going to be seeing that quite a bit in this Gym Cup. It's going to be annoying, but you can't blame people for using it. So let's just go ahead. We're going to jump into the action, block that Koko off with our Toxapex because of the ability to block fairy types. Now, Xurkitree is going to have to be careful going up against that Koko because we can switch with our Zoroark, and they're going to bring out that Tapu Fini, setting up kind of the Shuppet trap, which we're definitely not going to fall for. If we move into that entry point, we'll definitely be going for an attack, but it's a little bit too risky. Too much blue on Xurkitree and Ampharos, so we're going to have to be careful. Mew should be able to, hold on against that Zapdos, and we're going to have to backtrack here. Do not want to get surrounded, and Koko is going to move up and attack, so I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to stay. Oh, man. I guess I maybe should have switched into the Zoroark, but Melimello-Wish is going to go down, so we actually made the right play. We're going to bring our Tapu Fini out, and our Zoroark is still on the bench, so we need to get set up. And of course, if there's any purple on your wheel, Koko is definitely going to be able to knock you out. And even though we didn't lose the first battle, it only took 2 battles. And as you can see, our Toxapex is now in the PC. So we're going to land the Melimello-Wish and trying to hold off that Tapu Koko. Tapu Fini is moving up, threatening our entry point. I'm going to move over and attack. They are not in range to win if the Fini happened to hit that Pony Wish. So I felt like it was an okay risk. It was definitely an okay risk to take. Now Xurkitree is going to be moving up and attacking, and we're going to hit the quick attack, get knocked out. So we're going to have to come out with our Zoroark, and we're in such a bad position that we kind of need to use a double chance. And whew, do we want to respin that? No. Because rule number 2 of Pokefodder's unwritten rule book, never respin a winning roll on a double chance. And we hit that dodge. I did not want to get punished. We could have hit anything, got knocked out, and lost our entry point, and we could have been in a really bad position. We take the knockout with our Golisopod. We have the entry point. They're going to go Mega Ampharos, and they still have another one. So Mega Ampharos is going to be going for the attack, because if he doesn't attack us, we could have went up, attacked his Tapu Fini, and we could have won with that flying blow. So good play. I was hoping they didn't attack, but they were smart enough to know that, like, hey, I need to attack here. I just gave them the opportunity to win with that flying blow. Zoroark going to be moving up, looking for that cross counter, because I do not want that Mega Ampharos to get any more Pokemon back, and we get the cross counter. Let's go, Zoroark. So we prevent that Mega Ampharos from bringing any other Pokemon back. Still not in a great position. Mew, we're looking for that Shuttle Flip. Oh my god, and we hit the Psychic, which anything but Shuttle Flip was a knockout, because of course, Koko hits exactly what Koko needs to hit. And now we have our Tapu Fini on the goal. They're going to attack. If they win this, we lose and we hit a miss. Feels real good. Real good. Thanks, Fini. Thanks, Fini. And we're just going to go in for the Salt attack and see what we can make happen here. And Muddy Water, so can't get the knockout there anyway. So that's going to be GG to our opponent. We lose, and, hey, that's just the way it goes. But we're definitely going to be taking, a deeper look into our figure case and trying to see what other decks we can come up with. So this was the first deck build that I put together. I just, Golisopod, Fini, Toxapex seemed like a pretty good trio, right? Fini for the 3MP, being able to move through other Pokemon. You can bring Golisopod out, does a ton of damage. Toxapex works as a block for the Koko and the Fini. Zoroark is, because of Zoroark. And Mew just felt like a good choice because there's a lot of Pokemon hitting for over 100 damage. It's pretty good when it's confused. Also thought about this deck, the trio with the Koko, Xurkitree, and Ampharos with the Mega Ampharos, Zoroark, Fini, and Mew, though Mew could be kind of replaceable. I could go with this deck, the old Ultra Beast deck with the Fini. I could put Fini on this deck, or probably just get away with running this deck by itself. But I didn't want to run an Ultra Beast deck. I really didn't. I kind of like using different decks in the gym, but at the same time, I do want to win. So, it's going to kind of come down to my win rate, just seeing what other people are running. I'm not expecting a ton of Milotic, but I'm sure we're going to be seeing some as we get toward the top of the ranks. I don't know, I have a few deck builds in here, probably change them around a little bit, change the plates up. But definitely stay tuned for the next video. We're going to be seeing more gym battles, and I'm probably definitely going to have a different deck. Guys, if you have yet to sign that petition for better account security, the link will definitely be in the description. We're almost 40% of the way there. So we need 1,000 signatures. We're almost to 400. Guys, can you please click the link? It only takes about 30 seconds. You don't have to give any personal information, even though it asks for it. You know, you can make a new email if you need to. You don't have to use your real name or address or anything like that. But that is going to wrap this video up. Guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Ring those bells, boys, and follow me on Twitter at KW175 for bonus content and further discussions. And until the next one, later, guys.